Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
All right, we're back. Brian Burns. Brian Burns is a dog. I've been telling people, just wait on it. Just wait on it. Brian Burns is going to earn every penny of this contract that the Giants gave him. He's a beast. He is athletically gifted and he does things that a lot of people just cannot do. If you saw yesterday's video, I covered Aziz Ojulari, and across from him, Brian Burns didn't have such a bad game either. It's kind of hard for the Bengals to go off for 30 when you got Dexter doing his thing in the middle, Aziz doing his thing on one side, and Brian Burns doing his thing on the other side in the pass and the run game. So you got number 0 here, big number 0 here, and he's just going to run the game. He's going to run around the corner here. This pass ends up being completed, I think. But at the end of the day, Brian Burns is pretty much untouched around the corner. The quarterback has a place to step up, but if he didn't, this is probably a sack. And again, he's athletically gifted. Just take a look at both of these guys turn around the corner here. I think that might be Nacho there. But either way, take a look at Brian Burns turning the corner here. A little bit too deep there, but it just shows how easy he can bend the corner. And when we see it from here, you really can see how quick these guys are moving, how quick this guy got out of his stance here and got within inches of taking the quarterback down. Another look right here, number 0 on the right side. I mean, he can do these things where he's barely touched by the offensive tackle. So one thing that I love about Brian Burns' game is that he has that outside speed. He has that outside speed at a level that most guys in the league just don't have. And not only does he have that gifted speed, he also has reliable inside moves that he can go to. He has that crazy spin move, which he didn't pull out this game. But here, he just kind of uses an inside move, uses his hands, starts to rush out like he's taking that corner again, and then takes it back inside. And it gets, I think, a hit on the quarterback. Or this may be a sack. This may be a sack play. Take a look here. Inside, and that's the sack play, actually. And Joe Burrow did not want to go down on Sunday. He got sacked 4 times, but they had to work every time they sacked the dude. Outside, inside, and let's take a look from the end zone view. All right, number 0, right side of your screen. He's going to start outside. He's going to work inside. Let's take a look at the hands. And he just kind of, let's run it back. He kind of just stiff arms the guy. It looks like he smacked him in his face. Oh man, he smacked him in the face. Are we looking at Deacon Jones right here? Are we looking at Deacon Jones? He smacked the guy in the helmet and went and got the quarterback. I got to see this from another view. I did not notice that this happened. All right, take a look. Did he get smacked in his helmet? Did he get smacked in his head? Yep, sure enough, that helmet moved back. He smacked him in the head and went and sacked Joe Burrow. They don't call it, it's not a bad play. So we got a lot more to still show you, but a lot of these plays that are coming up are going to be Brian Burns' athleticism just really on display. So take a look at number 0 at the bottom of your screen. We're going to let it play, and then we're going to go back through. All right, so let's take it back. So Brian Burns starts off, squeezes to the line of scrimmage. That way that puller has nothing. He's ready for this puller right here. And this puller isn't able to get low enough. Brian Burns takes him on man to man and is still able to get palms on this running back. Running back says, "Listen, man, I'm throwing you out the club. You're not taking me down. You know, from with your fingertips. Like, I'm not going down that way." But he just keeps chasing him down, and actually puts a nasty hit on him. A lot of these hits, like the initial impact wasn't hard, but the drive to the ground hurt. Like, Chase Brown feels that on his shoulder right now. Take a look, number 0. And like, this guy is not a tiny pass rusher. Like, he looks lanky, but he's not a tiny guy. He's a big guy and he's running guys down like this. Like, just take a look from the backfield view of like how fast this dude is moving. How like it doesn't make any sense. Watch him squeeze, take on the tight end, and then go and take this guy out. All right, take a look here. I'm gonna let this play, and then we're gonna take a look from the end zone view. Watch Brian Burns read this inside zone and just go and get this guy right in the hole. So take a look at Brian Burns swoop around. Boom, got him right there. So it looks like one thing there, but when you take a look from the end zone view, it looks completely different. A guy just appears. So when you see this last angle, you're going to be like, whoa, the guy just appeared. But just take a look here. He's going to swoop around here, sees that inside zone coming, gets right in the right gap, neutralizes it. Take a look here, number 0. He's just going to appear in the middle of the line of scrimmage. Chase Brown is going to switch sides here. Like, the athleticism that this guy has is like, you would think that this guy is playing linebacker. Like, him being in this gap right here, it makes you think that maybe he came from here and he's in this gap. Or maybe he came from here and he's in this gap. But no, he came from all the way over here. You all don't understand how difficult it is for someone his height and his weight to maneuver this quickly into the middle of the line of scrimmage. All right, so don't blink and you might miss this play. And this is what I mean by the crazy athleticism. Don't even blink, because he's going to be in the backfield before you can even finish your thought. All right, take a look right here. Number 0. Instant. Like, these aren't things that offenses usually have to worry about. Let's take a look from the last angle. We'll give a little bit of analysis. Take a look at the gap that he shoots through here. We're going to slow it down a little bit when the play starts. There's no way that Cincinnati is thinking that this tight end that's right here can't block Brian Burns. He can't even slow him down. There's no way that you're expecting this man to be so fast. You don't even expect that from a DB. That he's going to be so fast that he doesn't get there's no way. There's no way that he should be in the backfield. He has no business back there. No business back there. And I bet they won't run that play again. I bet you won't see too many teams try to hope that a tight end can reach block Brian Burns, even with his own momentum. He's going to be in the backfield like this every time. This is another example of the athleticism. This time, he's just pretty much playing outside linebacker. You got Okereke here, you got McFadden here, and you got Brian Burns. He's playing outside linebacker, and he's the linebacker that goes and gets the running back. This is a linebacker play. This isn't an edge player play. He just kind of notices and goes and gets the player. And this guy could very well play outside linebacker and a 4-3 if he wanted to. Wouldn't be a Pro Bowler, but he could do it. Take a look from here. Look how far off the line he is. He's going to creep up a little bit, and he's going to essentially just kind of locate that running back and go get him. This is just unfair. The loops and stunts that the Giants are able to run with Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence and Azeez Ojulari, it's just really not fair. It's not fair. So Brian Burns is at the bottom of the line of scrimmage. He's your guy right here, and he's going to run this stunt, and he's going to come right down the middle. Essentially, he's going to put a huge hit on Joe Burrow. This is my favorite play of the game by far. Like, the fact that he never loses speed is ridiculous. Take a look at this shot. Take a look at him he never loses speed. He's essentially running close to full speed by the time he gets there. Like, this is a dream player to have to be running stunts. So Brian Burns is making $30 million a year. I will continue to stand by my point that I think he's worth the money. I think he brings an entirely new dimension to the Giants football team. And when you really take a look at it, a lot of people say Brian Burns hasn't lived up to it. He only has this many sacks. He only has this much pass rush win rate. He only has this many pressures, blah, blah, blah. All these advanced analytics, this and that. But when you take a look at this game, the Browns game, and every game the Giants have kind of taken over, it's been because Brian Burns took over. The Giants lead the league in sacks for a reason, folks. I did not stutter a couple of weeks ago when I said they have the best defensive line, pass rushing wise, in all of football. And it's a reason, again, that they lead the league in sacks. And Brian Burns is a huge reason, of course, behind Dexter Lawrence. So always fun to watch Brian Burns on tape. Really athletic, exciting player. If you're interested in the man across from him, how Azeez Ojulari performed, take a look at this video here.